Welcome to Law and Society. Please subscribe. And let's talk about the Stand Back and Stand By Battalion that could become reality if Donald Trump ends up pardoning a big chunk of his foot soldiers from 4 years ago. So, Donald Trump himself has said that he will pardon January 6th insurrectionists. And then him and his allies have come out and said that, we're going to look at it on a case-by-case basis. There have been rumors coming out that he plans on pardoning about 1,000 of them. There have been talk about, he's going to look at whether it's violent or non-violent offenders. Even releasing one January 6th defendant is another hit to the rule of law. First of all, pardoning does not mean acquittal. It is not as glamorous as it's made out to be. Being pardoned brings with it the imprint of guilt. You've had to have committed a crime or crimes to be pardoned. Yes, your crime is wiped clean, but you're stamped with the pardon stamp, not with the acquittal stamp. So, with that said, effectively they're going to be free. For me, the question will become is what are these people going to do? Are they going to be more emboldened by this pardon and therefore become sort of a paramilitary extra-governmental force that reinforces militias like the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers? Or are they going to realize their mistakes and not mess with, the Constitution and the government and peaceful citizens? Well, I very much would like to think the latter, but I think it's far more likely that Donald Trump will incite his supporters, including the ones he pardons, because they are going to be his supporters for good now. And he could very well build what I am calling the Stand Back and Stand By Battalion. Enrique Tarrio, the man who was convicted along with his co-conspirators of seditious conspiracy against the United States, has asked Donald Trump for a pardon. If Donald Trump pardons even one seditious conspirator, that, to me, will be Donald Trump telling all of us, yeah, the Proud Boys helped me, yeah, the Oath Keepers helped me, and now I'm helping them out so they can come out and they can reform their battalions and carry out the extra governmental fear missions that I will dog whistle them into carrying out. And that is where we will be if Donald Trump pardons the seditious conspirators. I have this feeling that Donald Trump will pardon them simply because if you look at Donald Trump's assessment of violent or nonviolent crimes, the seditious conspiracy crimes did not have to involve acts of violence. There had to be conspiracy to commit acts of violence or overt acts towards the end goal of undoing and overthrowing our government, but it wasn't what Enrique Tarrio did. He wasn't allowed in D.C. at the time on January 6th, so he was in Maryland across the river, and he went ahead and planned it. He was the mastermind for his group, Seditious Conspiracy, but he wasn't present at the Capitol. With Stuart Rhodes from the Oath Keepers, he was outside the Capitol, but he hadn't gone inside the Capitol. So there are going to be many of these seditious conspirators who are going to come and say, we weren't violent, and what is happening to us is unfair. And Donald Trump could very well pardon them. As I have talked about in my pardon video, the president's pardon power is plenary, and it has not been changed. So, for better or for worse, presidents have, for as long as presidents have pardoned, used and abused the pardon power. And Donald Trump is just going to stretch it to its limit by pardoning people who listened to him and attacked the U.S. Capitol because of Donald Trump's lies. And so today I'm leaving this as a warning to watch out for Donald Trump pardoning the seditious conspirators, and also Donald Trump pardoning violent insurrectionists who are now going to become part of Donald Trump's Stand Back and Stand By battalion and carry out Donald Trump's extra governmental actions. With that said, you've been warned. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.